Here we go. We're gaining on it, bro. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So, okay, so let me tell you. So, you know how you came in saying the clamshell thing, right? The reality is your quote unquote clamshell issue is resolved by the hip moving where it needs to move. Okay, so it's not that you have to feel like you're bending more this way. To me, it's more that look, if your hip goes back there, you are going to be bent that way. Right. So to me, it's not as much thinking about staying bent. It's funny. I saw. I get a kick out. I love the ingenuity though. Did you see Genghis with the chair thing? No. He's got people bending over a chair, like a chair right in front of you right now, oh, like really? Right by your belt. So then you have to stay bent forward. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's the right approach. Look, this one here. Good job going back, Albie. Look where your head is. I like this. Where's your face? Where's your hip? Your nose is on the ball, right? I'm happy about that. There's your swing plane now. Coming down. Let's see. As you're coming down, you did the plane, okay? Now, look where your hip was, though, still, right, and your head. So see how your nose came off here? That's because of your head falling here and your hip there. You still needed to feel like your chest is more left at that impact point and your hips more back. Look at me. Like this. You're still here instead of there. You follow me? After you went through it, though, look, you did get your hip back better. So on the left, look, your butt was there. It was that your head fell this way is why it looks like it came up on that view. If you keep your head to the left better, head left, yeah, you're that way too much. Head a little bit left, hip back, yeah, that would be better. Do that to the ball for me once. Let's film that. You get me, yep. All right, let's see if that's a better head placement. Let's see. I don't know. I think you read what I was saying there, though, Albie. I think you do know what I meant on the last one. Let me see. Hang on. I know. Hang on. Let me see here. Up you went. Head stayed facing the ball. Okay, swing plane. Not enough loop under. Not enough of the circle part. Let's see. Your head still went back, though, to the right more than I want. See, I'm trying to get... Here, let me show you an exaggeration of the movement. I would go... Here, stand back a sec. I'm going to exaggerate it. Oh, it didn't record. Can you hit the space bar when I do it? It's because I'm over-exaggerating it. This real quick. So where I put my head and my hip, watch. This is a feel I'm giving you here. This is a feel thing. It's not in reality what I'm doing. It's the feel. I'm going to feel like I do my swing plane first, straight back, and then underneath. But then as I go underneath, I'm feeling my head stay left and my hip go back. Look, you see where my hip is? Away from that line, and see where my head went? Yeah. Left. Now look, when my head's left and my hip's back, over here on the left, what's happening? See how I'm staying down and through? It looks like I'm staying down and through. You get what I'm saying? So feel like after you do the loop and soup, then head left, hip back. Head a little bit left, hip back after you've done the loop and the soup. Loop under, supinate, head left, hip back. Yeah, that feeling. Right. Look at the replay. Good. Watch this, Albie. Good job, buddy. Watch this. You get what I'm saying. Okay. I call this one head left, hip back. I've had many players that have needed this thought. And the feeling is the head feels like it goes this way and the hip feels like it goes that way. You with me? After you've done what? After you do this part. You do this part. Ready, watch. Do the loop under. Supinate, and then watch this. Head left, and then the hip going back. Look, see how it's working its way back? Yeah. And now look on the left. See how now you're in that spot. So see, the problem for you on the left of you, if you will, it looks like you're raising up, is because on this side, your head usually falls that way. You get me? And the reason your head falls that way is because normally your hip goes where? That way too much. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like you have to do the loop under supinate and then head left a little and then hip back a little bit. Let's try one through the ball like that. I'm ready for you. Take your time. Quality movement, not for speed. Loop, soup, head left, hip back a little. Yep. Okay. I think I like that one. I actually think that was better. I think that was our best one. I guess that's what it's saying, yeah. I think your body was in the right spot. I do. I think it was different, Albie. I think you're right. Let me see. Let's go over here. All right, straight backing up, head on the ball. That part we get. Top of the swing is 100% better. Okay, then let me see here. So, no, still, so look, still, you're, so it is true that you need to feel like your head's this way and your hip's going which way? Because look, still, where'd your hip go and your head go? Okay, try that again. The good news after the ball, though, look, at the end of that, it was better. It was just at the way to impact. So feel an impact for me when you get to impact. So you're doing your loop and soup, but then when you get to impact, you got to feel like you're here more. Like your chest is in front of your hip. Like your left, your left shoulder's out in front of your hip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Take your time. Make that happen through the ball. Take your time. Yep. And then, like it's okay. Let me show you this. For you, it's okay to feel like on the way down a little that your left ear goes a little bit left as your hip goes back. Head left, hip back, I call it. Yep, there you go. Try that feel. Yep, do that through the ball easy, like an easy one. Yeah, that's different because your head was more toward the target and your hip was more away from the target. Am I right? Okay, let's take a look at this one. That looked different to me. What'd you call it?
The feel is awkward.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Good,
Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. Better to think of it as different, or it's more like, oh, that's what I should feel, right? I know what you mean. Everyone says it feels awkward or weird, but it's better. Your brain accepts information better if you give it a positive connotation to it. You know what I mean? So they say. Feels wonderful. Now, let's see.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, look, now your head didn't lift up because it feels like your head's this way. I'm telling you, I've been through this with another student that's a good player. Head left, hip back, temporarily fixes this. Eventually, you'll just think about the noodles next to your hip and your head, and you'll be out of the habit of doing what you do. Currently, what's happening to you, Albie, based on what I saw today, is this still a little. This gets out ahead of you, and then you're stuck here. You with me? Yeah. And so you feeling like your upper body is a little forward and your hip back is actually a good thing because now you can see, look where your shoulder, hip, and foot are on the left and right. Your head did not lift, and then watch, as you came through, head left, hip back, look where your hip is, and look where your head is. I love that one. That's the best I've seen you clear your hip. And then look on the left. See, look, by doing it that way, where's your head now? You did more clamshell, quote unquote,